covering news where you live. This is 5 News.
I'm Tiffany Lee. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's get you caught up on today's headlines. A coalition of government transparency advocates here in Arkansas say they plan to hold a town hall meeting over a new proposed amendment to the state constitution. The town hall, set in Fort Smith later this month, is going to be sponsored by a group called Western Arkansas Transparency in Government. They're looking to get public comment on the Arkansas Government Transparency Amendment. That amendment would ensure that the Arkansas Freedom of Information Act in the state constitution would work to protect sunshine laws in the state. The proposed amendment comes after the governor signed a new law that blocks access to the governor's travel and security records after a special session last month. Governor Sanders says she received death threats and information about her personal security should not be accessible to the public. However, government accountability advocates say the law unnecessarily limits transparency at the state capitol. Crystal Bridges hosted a soft opening event for its new campus parking complex yesterday. It's located next to the Amazium. The new parking facility will be free for visitors to Crystal Bridges, the Listening Forest, and more. The project manager and architect explains why it's more important than an ordinary parking deck.
So we really were challenged to think about the parking deck as part of the public space of the campus. We were really thinking of this as a front porch for the entire campus. And so we provided a space here on the second level, the Sky Terrace, that really is kind of a central gathering point.
This marks the first phase in the expansion happening across the museum campus. When it's all done, that parking deck will include a retail space, a cafe, bar, and more. It'll be done by next year. And before we get to more news where you live, let's send it over to meteorologist Zach Scott for a look at the forecast.
Not a bad one here, Tiffany, across the area. Temperatures actually a couple degrees cooler, literally like a couple degrees here from Wednesday because of weak front moving in. We'll still be above average for this time of year. Average is down to 70 degrees. We're going to look for highs to range from the lower to mid 70s, so not too terrible, not far off from where we're supposed to be this time of year. We'll see our warmest temperatures up to 74 in northwest Arkansas. Again, with that weak front coming in, we do get a northwest wind trying to bring that slightly cooler air mass, really just skirting 5 country. We're looking at that wind getting up about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Another quiet night, 40s and 50s. And as we roll into Friday, wrapping up the work week, looking pretty nice. We'll see more mid to upper 70s moving back into northwest Arkansas, more lower 80s taking back over in the River Valley.
All right, thanks for that, Zach. Well, plan to build a hotel in downtown Fayetteville is still on hold after a very spirited city council meeting. Supporters of the idea say it could have a major impact on the city, but city council members say they still have questions about the property. 5 News reporter Lauren Spencer tells us what's keeping this from moving forward.
If we want to be a real city, we need a great hotel.
It's a project that's been brought up a number of times at the Fayetteville City Council, a land purchase for a hotel near Dixon Street.
In August of 2021, put out an RFP, which this land is right in front of my building, the Metro District. So I said, hey, if somebody's going to build a building there, I'd like to throw my hat in, see if they want to pick us.
Rendell Properties came back to City Council in 2022 with a 130-room hotel proposal. But some council members say it would have taken parking spaces away from the nearby businesses.
We've heard you loud and clear that you guys said, hey, we need more parking. We don't have enough parking.
They came back to City Council Tuesday night with a different plan, dropping the number of rooms to 115 and offering a valet parking area nearby. Some council members said now is the time to get the project approved.
Time is of the essence, and I've witnessed this for the past year, and I feel like you've done everything that you could possibly do.
Now, we've got an opportunity here to bring in $420,000 for this city, and we need to make a decision here. And we don't need to hold this gentleman up for another month or two.
While some felt they needed more time.
I don't want to pass this tonight purely because I think we need to digest the details.
We have to get this right. We have to get it right from the get-go. And I think getting it right also involves communicating with our downtown merchants. Because yes, there's going to be benefits to them, but there's also some challenges.
In Fayetteville, covering news where you live, Lauren Spencer, 5 News.
The City Council ultimately voted to table the item until November 3rd. Those are some of your top headlines on this Thursday. We'll continue to follow the news all day long. Catch up with us again this evening on your 5 News at 4, 5, and 6. I'm Tiffany Lee. Have a great day.